Hello and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town. And we're here today in the parking lot of Town Hall for our annual Earth Day celebration. Joining me is First Ward Councilwoman Sharon McAuliffe. And Sharon, you're a rookie and this is your first official Earth Day. And happy Earth Day to you, by the way.
Thank you very much. Happy Earth Day to everybody. This is going to be a great event today. Come out and check everything out. There's a lot of vendors and I'm sure everyone's going to learn something about how to take care of the earth.
All right, well, let's start over here. Oh, we got Vera too. I just saw Vera. Councilman Vera Patel. Vera, thanks for coming out.
Thank you, Mayor. I think it's a really great celebration for the Earth. I think our Earth, it's in Indian, it's called Mother Earth. It needs a big time of attention. I mean, our population keeps growing every day, and we are, using up a lot of resources. And I think we are as a township, it's a, one drop in a big ocean. But I think we are doing great. Mayor, great job, you and administration and entire team here. And I would like to congratulate everyone for doing this wonderful job. Thank you.
All right, let's start with Sam Garrity here. Hi. Sammy, take this microphone and tell me what you're doing here.
Well, it is a great day to pick up litter. I am here talking about the recycling program's Litter Warrior program, and we are getting ready to keep Woodbridge clean. So if you let us know and send us a picture of where you pick up litter, and we will send you a litter cleanup kit with a vest and a pickup stick, and we'll even give you a shout out on the website.
Very cool.
That's great.
So you're I guess, an administrative assistant, so to speak, in Public Works.
That is correct.
For now, you work with George Brew.
Yes, and
Sorry
I work
about that, by the way. No, George Brew's the best, man.
Yes, he
George
is.
Brew's the best. So you're giving away cool stuff.
Yes, everything here says that litter stinks, which it does.
It does.
So we're here to clean it up.
All right, cool. Let's move our way over to Sammy here. What's up, Sammy? All right, man. How you doing? Tell me everything about what you're doing here. Take the mic, look at the camera, and tell me everything.
Okay. Well, first, we want to preserve the earth. There are things that we can do. We have a compost here, 2 of them, a free drawing. I'm the one that'll probably deliver it to your house. We'll notify you, deliver it to your house. No effort made whatsoever. That's the free drawing over here. We have the license plate, okay? Every little bug hurts. It's just a reminder. When you throw something on the road, that causes problems and it causes litter problems. We have the wheel of Earth Day and recycling, just general questions about Earth Day, okay? First Earth Day was April 22nd, 1970. Senator Nelson from Wisconsin started it.
Okay.
Over here, we have this. These are oil jugs. All right, so if you use cooking oil, now more and more people are using the air fryer by various companies, but if you use cooking oil, you fill it up, and then you can bring it down to the Public Works facility in Keesby.
That's
and along at the same time, if you have something that's old, an old piece of furniture or something like that, kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Do both. We take that. And over here, this is great, Mr. Mayor. These sponges expand when they hit water. So you look at it, you say, what's this? And here's the example we show the residents.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You can see
great.
how thick it is, okay? Reusable, again, when it hits the water. And here's the newest one with recycling. Your denim jeans help recycling. And this is part of it, Earth Day friendly. So your denim jeans, this is relatively new recycling.
So we can bring our old jeans someplace and then they'll
Yes.
recycle them into someplace?
Yes.
Is there a special place in town where we can drop our jeans off?
You could, you have online.
Okay.
You'd have to go online to at Blue Jeans Go Green.
Okay, great. That's
okay?
really
Or
interesting.
BlueJeansGoGreen.org. Again, it's something everybody has blue jeans.
100%.
So,
that you don't fit into anymore or
that's
torn
right.
up and
That's
you want to
right.
get rid of them. So that's a good job.
That's right, yeah, and that's relatively new. Also, we have age-appropriate recycling handbooks from 3 to 5, 6 to 8, 9 to 12. So basically, school-age children or tender-age children, they can learn that's age-appropriate for them. And just all these goodies, just reminders, everything. Well, one thing about it, Mr. Mayor, with single-stream recycling, it's so much easier to recycle. than the old way. You know, hand-picked, everything was separated.
Yeah, cans and bottles, papers here,
Yes.
cardboard here, right?
Yep, everything all goes into blue, but no plastic bags. No plastic bags, okay? Or I call them the ShopRite bags or the Wegman bags or the white kitchen bags. Don't put them in the recycle.
Empty them out. Empty
That's
everything
correct.
out of your plastic bag into your recycling bucket, but do not put the bag that you're carrying everything into that.
Right, you would put the plastic bag if you can reuse it, or put it in the green,
in the regular
which is
trash.
the trash. Yes.
Okay.
And this way, the machines don't get all caught up.
Okay.
It gets hung
Good.
up. And that's just some of the goodies we have, and really happy Earth Day to our residents of...
If you could, Sammy, why
Sure.
don't you take this time to do a quick commercial about the recycling center, the convenience center?
Sure.
Tell people what they can bring and how they go about doing that, what the
Sure.
hours are. Go ahead.
Absolutely. The recycling center is located at 225 Smith Street in Keysby. It's open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Sunday and holidays, it is closed. Now, you could bring recycling down there if you have it. You could bring oil, what we're talking about. We have it. You could bring what we call bulk waste, which is the majority of it. If you have old furniture, like I was saying, you know, you have an old desk you want to bring down with your oil, you can bring down old furniture, you can bring down rugs, padding. If you have miscellaneous metal that's been hanging out in the basement, okay, or the attic, you could bring that too. What you do is that you check into the guardhouse. The guard will check you in. You need a township ID. License is the easiest thing. Now, sometimes if you've just moved into the township, you might not have the new license. Let's just say you moved in from Linden, or you moved in from South Amboy. Then give us some type of a receipt, telephone, cable,
something.
okay, that says you're a resident of the township. And that's very rare. You know, that doesn't happen, but that will work also, okay? He'll check in, and then he'll tell you where to drop it off. Again, bulk waste, you're kind of going up a little hill, so to speak. Metal is in the back. We also take appliances. So if you have an old microwave you want to get rid of, a washer dryer,
How about an
refrigerator.
How about air conditioner?
Yes.
Computers?
Yes.
Computers, air
Computers, electronics.
How about paint? How about
TV.
paint?
We
How
have
do you
paint.
Okay, you can
Paint
dispose.
cans, tires up to 4.
Okay.
Up to 4 tires, okay? It can have a rim, because we know that's kind of hard for you to get rid of. But yes, all what Mr. Mayor is saying, all the electronics, you have a keyboard that's old, you know, an old PC, whatever you want to get rid of with electronics. We'll take big TVs. You got one of those 55-inch, 60-inch TVs, we'll take that. You would put it in the trailer. So we take a lot of stuff, obviously cardboard, styrofoam, again, a lot of things. You know, no hazardous waste though. Hazardous waste, you have to wait for the county hazardous waste day, which is about 6 times a year, 5-6 times a year.
Right, okay.
We normally have ours in September.
Thank you very much. You've given us a lot of
Yeah, it's
information.
cool.
Very
No,
good.
thank you. I'm glad to help.
Okay. All
Hey,
right.
thank you,
All right,
Mr.
man.
Mayor.
You got it. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
All right, we're here now with Tom Flynn, the environmental conscience of Woodbridge Township, the brains behind our effort in sustainable Jersey. And I'm going to bring Carol over in a minute. We're going to talk about how we got involved in this many years ago before you were even working for the town. We'll talk about how you got the job in the town, which I think is a fascinating story. But so tell me now, Sustainable Jersey started many, many years ago. We entered it every year except one. What happened was we won it several years in a row, and when people were getting mad. So they said, Mr. Mayor, you take a year off, you know, maybe let somebody else win. So out of the goodness of our hearts, we did. The dumbest thing I ever did. We never should have, because now instead of saying we won it for 15 straight years, I got to say 14 out of 15, and I don't like that. I don't like that. That's not perfection. So anyway, let me give you the microphone and tell the audience what Sustainable Jersey is, what they measure, how they give points, how we qualify, what we do to be number one. Go ahead, take it away.
Yeah, definitely, Mayor. So Sustainable Jersey is a 501c3 nonprofit. They function out of the College of New Jersey. About 95% of municipalities in New Jersey participate.
95?
Yeah, we'll say the 5% are just, they're getting there.
All right.
So, but most of the
It's that high. Didn't think it was that high.
it's high. So just like you said, Mayor, so we do the most every year for Sustainable Jersey. We participate the most. We do the most actions, right? So a lot of the things going on here today are for specifically health-related things. So health is, it encompasses everything sustainability-wise.
They're expanding their reach.
Absolutely. So everything from mental health to environmental health, we try to do the best that we possibly can every year.
Great. So this is Carolyn Ehrlich, the Chief of Staff and former Councilwoman. So she, years ago, she does all my reading. I don't have time to read. I'm out talking to kids in school and senior clubs, and Carol sits home on weekends and catches up on everything and reads it. And one day she said, there's this thing called Sustainable New Jersey. It's a competition. And what was my words?
You could do it if we win.
I said, we'll go in it if you want, but you
Gotta
darn
win,
well better
gotta win.
So talk about, you go back, before Tom, obviously.
Right.
So talk about your experience with Sustainable Jersey.
So it is an absolutely wonderful program, and it has been great for us. So what they do, did you explain how the actions each have points? So it's a roadmap to sustainability, and we were able to follow it. And the first year, you needed 100 points to become qualified, and we didn't think we were sustainable. We didn't think we had anything, and then when we started looking at what we do, we realized that we were incredibly sustainable. Public Works have been doing things for years and years and years. The council was leading us in doing things, and when we put our points in, everybody was shocked. All the towns that thought they were the most sustainable and nobody knew anything about Woodbridge, they were shocked that we came out on top.
We weren't even trying.
Right. And then, so it's really inspiring, and everything we do, we learn. When we started now on the road for health, we had to do an assessment, and you're all helping us by taking the survey to see how our health services are done. And it is so important to be able to do that, because sustainability has to do with the environment, it has to do with the economy, and it has to do with taking care of ourselves. So we're really trying to push that.
And now I want to tell a story about Tom here, because Tom's a local guy.
Oh, I love this, my favorite story.
You tell it. So how you met Tom, and we had to give him bad news. Go ahead. I love this story.
So I was a speaker at, do you remember what event it was?
Yeah, so it was at the county fire academy.
Right.
And it was for nature-based solutions, and I was there. At the time, I was working for a nonprofit on a grant-funded position, and I was ending my position.
So after I did the speech, people were like waiting to talk to me and ask me questions and everything. And at the very end, as Tom is, he takes his turn, he waits, he comes up and he says, I live in Woodbridge, I live in Islin, we're so excited about what you're doing, and I want to be a part of it. And I said, well, come talk to me about being on the green team. And we made an appointment, you came into the conference room, we talked for less than 5 minutes, and I said to him, I'm sorry, you can't be on the green team. And his face went like this, and I said, because we're hiring you. It was one of the best hires we ever had.
The rest was history. Man.
Thank you.
Other people had done sustainable before, but then once Tom kind of took it over, it exploded.
Right.
And if there was something we weren't doing, the first thing he says, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't we doing this? So I think it's terrific. Sharon, what's your
Sometimes there's some of these actions that I say, oh, this is too hard, it's too much work. And Tom goes, don't worry, we'll do it, we can get it done.
So what's the latest count? We won by hundreds of points, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah, we had close to 1,300 points last year. We'll definitely break that this year.
And the nearest one had under 1,000.
Oh
right?
yeah, way under 1,000.
Yep. Every year they talk. The mayors see me. We're going to get you this year. We're going to get you this year. I'm competitive to begin with, and when I have a team this good, I can be somewhat cocky and arrogant about it. So I just say, bring it on. You know, try for second place.
It's clearly Woodbridge envy.
Absolutely, Woodbridge envy. Sharon, tell me about your thoughts about. You're new to this sustainable jersey.
This is really great. I mean, we do a lot. I've been in some meetings, and I like all the stuff we're doing with the rain gardens, as well as the bike share program, which is really exciting.
The bike share is so
which is
cool.
so good. And we just put in seven new.
Yeah.
We put in 7 new bike share programs. You can go on the website and get information about how to do a bike share rental, which is good for you to go out and get exercise, which is also important for health. And just go around and check out. There's a lot of things. We just installed a new Watson Crampton Trail in Woodbridge, which today the JFK students are going to be planting a bunch of trees there. It's really nice to go through where the Blue Acres area was, and we made something really nice there. So that was a great idea that we put in.
Adult exercise equipment. Over in
yes.
Tansom Park and a couple other C. Warren.
Actually, I was on a Woodbridge site on a website, and they were saying that everything was great there. It was like a Facebook thing. They were talking about how good those exercise fields, exercise equipment is in the parks, and they're like, oh, we want one. And someone was like, well, they're putting them in around, so just be patient. You're going to get one in your area too.
That was a compliment for Kara.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I have to admit, I was very surprised how positive the bike share was. I mean, we put it in Seawarren, and then we're sitting in our window. We see people driving right by our office in the bikes. It's so cool.
Yeah,
That was
it
3
is.
we did. Now we have 7 more we just put up.
It's exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many cool things going on.
And coming up, May is Bike Month.
Right.
So we want to encourage everybody to ride their bikes. If you live close enough, ride your bike to work and save the carbon from going into the air, right?
Well, so far, they're free. You just got to put a card in so we know if it's broken or missing, we know who took it. So we got it on Ferry Street in Seawarren. We have it right here in front on Pearl Street. And where's the third one?
So we have one on 4th Street in Port Reading.
That's coming, right?
Yep.
That's the new one.
That just came in. Yep.
Oh, just got in. Okay.
On the Greenway. So
Greenway, right?
So you can take the Greenway.
And the Greenway's a 3.5-mile trail through Edison and Metuchen and back to Woodbridge.
Yep.
So that's perfect to have a bike thing there. Where else did we put them?
Kennedy Park. Kennedy Park just got one. Coming soon to Menlo Park Terrace. Coming soon to
Avenel for Eric LeGrand.
Avenel and Eric
And then
LeGrand.
isn't it Evergreen too?
And Evergreen.
And Evergreen just got
Senior Center.
installed. Yep.
So we're going to have 10 of them, and I wouldn't be surprised if we have more next year.
Absolutely.
That's the way they're
Absolutely.
going. So, all right. Well, Tommy, great. Thanks for everything you do. This guy is
Thank
great.
you, Mayor. Thank
He's
you.
a wonderful public servant, wonderful employee. So we love you, man.
Thank you, Mayor.
We'll be right back.
Hi, Penelope. How are you today? What do you have there?
A spider plant.
A spider plant. That's exciting, huh? It's so nice. What is today? What are we celebrating today?
Earth Day.
Earth Day, yeah? Are you excited to come here today?
Yes.
Okay, well, why don't you walk around and see what you can get? See if you can get some more plants that you can plant in the backyard, okay?
Okay.
All right, have fun.
All right, now we have three John F. Kennedy High School students. They're here giving away trees. Come on over, tell me your names, and tell me what you're doing.
So I'm Angelica, and we're here. We're giving away these tree saplings, and so yeah, we have lots of different varieties. We have smaller flowering ones and bigger ones, depending on your type of yard and the area you need to use them for.
So what kind of? Tell me some of the types. It looks like shield bark hickory.
Yeah, so
Causa dogwood, white flowering dogwood.
That's a nice one, the dogwood, right?
Is it?
That's the same tree that's over there that we planted last year for Earth Day.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. What's your name?
Maho.
Okay, and how about you?
Anantesh.
Nice to meet you guys. So if somebody wants to get a tree, there's a survey involved. Tell me how that works.
You just ask them to fill out the information in the sheet, and then they can scan the QR code to get information on how to actually plant the tree.
Oh, okay. Very cool. All right. And you guys, what club are you with? Are you any specific club?
The Eco-Friendly Club.
Oh, okay, good.
In John F. Kennedy Memorial High School.
Okay, so how many people in the club?
She's the president.
Oh, you're the president. I'm sorry, Madam President. I didn't know I was in the presence of royalty here. So tell me about how many people in the club? How many kids?
It's a pretty popular club. I think there's about 40 people from the club here today.
Cool. And then you're elected president by your peers, the people in the club?
I spoke to Mr. Viteri, and it was kind of an informal decision.
Okay, cool. And what else do you learn? What else do you do besides come to the Earth Day?
Oh, so we'll do like cleanups around and lots of plantings and whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, anything focused on the environment.
Very cool. All right, good job. Thank you very much.
Are you guys going to plant trees today?
They're doing the one at 11 o'clock,
Yep,
right?
you're going to plant the trees on the new Watson-Crampton Trail today,
Oh,
correct?
that's right. Yeah.
So that should be exciting. I think, what are you planting, 30 trees, I understand? A good amount, right?
You need a lot of help. I see a whole bunch of you here, though, so there's a lot of you. All right, great. Thank you very much for coming out. We'll be right back.
We're going to come and see when we go plant the trees.
Yes. Okay, we're here now with the Woodbridge Library System. We have Nicole, Allie, and Nadja. So who's going to start and tell me, you, Nicole, take the mic, tell me everything that's going on here.
Hey, so we're here at Earth Day again. Thanks for having us. We have an awesome seed library at our Fords branch. So we have some seeds from our seed library. We have some clover planters. We got stuff for the kids. We got coloring books, lollipops, all of our information for our upcoming events. So yeah, that's what we're here
left
for.
to say, Allie? Good. Say something.
We have teen advisory groups still going on for the teens who need volunteer hours. And we do book hours also for teens. We have a lot of teen volunteer opportunities. So if you need any volunteer opportunities for school, you should definitely call us.
Okay, so Nadja, tell me, I'm going to go off track here and talk about the pandemic and the fact that you guys never missed a beat during the pandemic, and people could get books online and magazines, everything online, everything you could drop off and pick up.
Yep.
You guys worked
We were
as hard.
doing everything. We were trying to be.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, we were trying to be as flexible as possible to meet the needs of our community during duress. So we did everything we could do to get books and materials to everyone. Programming, we went to virtual, we went to grab and goes. So yeah, we just tried to fill a hole that was needed. Yeah, we still offer curbside if you're still feeling a little wary. We still offer virtual programs, hybrids even, if you're still wary of, going out there. But yeah, we just tried to adapt as good as we could,
Tell me about movies online and all the different things you can get books online.
We have a bunch of different databases. We have Hoopla, we have Libby. Libby does ebooks and audiobooks. Hoopla offers movies, TV shows, music, audiobooks and ebooks. So yeah, we have applications that they can download as well. And that was available during the pandemic too.
You got everything. How about that, Sharon?
Yeah.
Can you join up there for the library today?
Yes. Today we're signing up people for library cards. You can sign up online. We have a new application that you can just sign up
online.
You just go to our website and woodbridgelibrary.org.
All right.
There's a tab that you can fill out the application, and then you'd get a confirmation and your library card comes in the mail.
Oh, very cool. Yep. So did they pick you three to come to all these things because you're so smart and personable?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Let's go with that. Let's go. Oh, what do you mean it's your department?
We're community outreach.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how the library worked. Okay, all right.
I mean, occasionally we do steal some other people from other departments along for the ride. So, like for Juneteenth, we'll have some different people, and then the street fair, we'll have some different people. But we're the main
core.
three. Yeah.
Yes.
You're the core. All right.
We're the core.
Because I see you all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what we do, folks, is we do, for example, somebody apartment complexes and the senior housing, we'll send a team out. We'll have the DBRT, we'll have the library, we'll have public works, we'll have police, and we bring the township to the community. And you've been at a couple of those in the last couple of months. It's just tremendous.
Yes, it's very good, especially with the seniors. It's really good to bring things to the seniors because some of them can't get out, and when they see all these programs, they're very happy. It's really nice.
All right, ladies, well, thank you very much. Keep up the good work. Okay, we're here now with the Woodbridge Garden Club, and they're a terrific group of people, and their claim to fame is the Garden for the Blind over in Island Library. That was started, that's got to be, 40?
Oh, yeah, I believe they got together like around 1969 and started the wall section for the herbs and stuff. And then over the years, it just it goes all the way down to the street from the library by the parking lot and around the corner. And I guess the garden itself started really getting good as a garden back in maybe 1974, around that time. I think that's when the club was incorporated. Unfortunately, all the people who were responsible for it are no longer with us, so it's like, trying to figure out what's happening and stuff. But luckily we have a good group. We work hard. We have our our botany expert over here who provided all this for everybody.
Okay. So this is Angie, by the way. Angie Hewer, she was the president of the club. So explain what the guard does. I mean, there's Braille, so people can smell a flower, touch a flower.
Right, we have the wall, and that was planted with plants that you have touchy-feely, with the idea that if somebody's blind or something, they can go and touch and feel it. We did have. Excuse me, we did have Braille markers on it, but they kind of disappeared. And we're going to try to work on those again, hopefully with Island Middle School when they come back in September. They're another group that works with us very well. They're fantastic.
Do great work.
Those are the kids that you should be learning about. They're the good kids that you have who really work hard, and they're just great. In fact, they're going to be in our garden next weekend cleaning up.
Yeah.
So
unfortunately, if they do something bad, they'll be in the media and on the paper, in the paper. If they do something good, no one even knows about it.
Nobody wants to hear about it, right? You know, and it's a shame because these kids are really great.
So twice a year they come out and do a complete cleanup.
Yes, and we were lucky this year too.
Rutgers students too?
Rutgers students came out a few weeks ago. Woodbridge brought some wheelbarrows and stuff down.
This is Linda Sagai, by the way.
But they came down. They were amazing. Not one of them was. They just kept working and working. It started to drizzle. They stayed there. They didn't even want to leave. We didn't get rid of.
What group was it?
It was the Rutgers.
It's what they call the Scarlet. It's their Scarlet Day, which is a day of volunteering.
Right.
They come.
And they come down twice a year.
So they're not necessarily environmental groups.
No,
they're just volunteers.
They're just volunteers from the school. And they've been coming twice a year.
I think they said they were the Scarlet Night Helpers. The shirt said on the back, Helpers.
Yes, they call them the Scarlet. We call them Scarlet Days, and hopefully they'll be coming in the fall again, around time National Public Lands Day. Actually, Monica Eppinger at the library.
Yep.
She had somebody contacted her, and she in turn contacted me.
Yep.
And it's been history ever since,
Yes.
you know, and
but
then,
I mean, really helpful. Remember all the wheelbarrows? Most of us are a little too old to be wheelbarrowing stuff around.
So am I, by the way.
Right. We had this one young guy, Christopher. I wanted to adopt him by our time we were done because he kept going. He didn't want to leave because he knew we needed as much mulch put down as possible. So it's wonderful to see that in the young society because we don't always see that as much as we should, to be honest.
Tell me what you're.
should also give a shout out to our Parks Department in Woodbridge. They come over and they are just so helpful.
Yep.
If something needs to be planted
They're
or
wonderful,
trimmed
they are.
or something, they're there to help us. Next week they'll be helping us with the mulching and stuff like that. These guys are just great.
They really were great.
Tell me what you're doing here. Tell me what you're giving
There's
out.
one free plant to anyone who wants it, so they always remember there's the Woodbridge Garden Club because a lot of people don't know we exist. And they can take strawberries or any of these outside plants, irises, and it was all supplied. She supplied it, probably from seed. She probably grew it in her yard. Plus then we have bulbs on the bottom that you can also plant in. This way you grow things in your own garden, your own house, and you learn how nice it really can be, right?
So tell me how you got all these plants.
I just plant one and divide them. They grow themselves.
You do it at your house?
Yes.
And then you take them out, put them in a cup, and bring them here?
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty cool. You live in Woodbridge?
I live in Colonia and I have a child who's a member of Colonia High School.
Okay.
And is missing actually right now.
All right.
But we're sharing the passion of that for last couple years and how we growing all these things.
Wow, very cool.
In fact, what you should be doing is when they're starting planting, when the flowers start come to the Island Branch Library. Magda has planted the most beautiful flowers there, most of them from seeds and things like that. Only seeds. During the pandemic, so many people would walk through that garden and they said, well, we didn't know this was here. It's just so beautiful. We come by every morning to see what's blooming.
Wow, very cool.
Do you have a greenhouse, or did you?
Actually, yeah, I have one small greenhouse, and right now I own 3 greenhouses, small greenhouses. Yeah, so we develop some sort of gardening house or something like that around. But it's pleasant. It's a nice experience, nice growth, and we learn a lot. We can share with the community what we learn.
We have a greenhouse at the Cypress Recreation Center, and that is Our House Inc. has 24 adults with special needs that go there every day. They're 21 and older, and they go to jobs. They learn training there at the center. Then they go to jobs. They're transported to jobs. They learn life skills. There's refrigerators. There's washing machines. There's stoves. They learn all about life skills. But we also have the greenhouse, and the theory is to get them to learn horticulture skills, and that's something they can do when they go out to the nurseries and things. So we would love to get you.
It's
The
more
worst
my
thing you did is
pleasure.
show up and let us see how good you are. Now you're doomed.
Actually, I must say, my child, entered the Colonia High School, and
Right.
we were looking for
Oh,
some
there's a greenhouse there too.
volunteering, hours and developing some new skills. So we contact Angie, and she opened the arms for us, and that's how we started, new
wow.
development in our life. But it's actually comes very easy, and I'm not sure how I do it, but I'm doing.
Good,
We
you're doing great.
Yeah, we planted probably around 500 plants last year. Wow. Some, earlier, later. So we were pleasantly surprised. Everything, work out. Yeah.
All right, terrific. We found a good one here, Angie.
Yeah, we
All right,
certainly
thanks,
did.
Linda. All right, we'll be back with the Environmental Commission.
Hi, everybody. So we're here with the Environmental Commission, and I have
Chantal Greffer
and
Kyle Morgan.
Okay, so we're here today. We're going to go plant a tree pretty soon. So who would like to tell us a little bit about what the Environmental Commission does?
Want to go ahead? Sure. Well, today, first of all, we have some reusable bags that we're giving away, some free seeds. We have some information about stormwater. We have some information about pollinators. And then also, anybody that visits the table has a little challenge they can take home with them, sort of how they can live in a more sustainable fashion. So, and we kind of, maybe you want to talk about what the Environmental Commission does.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So our Environmental Commission does, we try to give awareness to the township residents about being more environmental friendly, implementing principles and practices that will keep us more on a greener pathway. Any kind of issues that the residents have, they can contact us and we can kind of communicate with the township, try to handle that, mostly all on an environmental level. We try to maintain all of our parks and all of our greenways around here. Actually, we have a new greenway opened on Watson and Crampton Ave that we're trying to bring residents out to kind of walk on through. But yeah, that's what we do.
It's good. It sounds like you're doing a lot of stuff to work with the Township Recycling Committee, because they have a lot of things there too that you guys can work together and make sure that we try to keep Woodbridge an environmentally safe place for people to live.
Correct.
I'm sure that the fact that we have the Environmental Commission helps us with points when we talk about Sustainable Jersey and being the champion every year. I'm sure the work, I've never seen the forms that we fill out, but I'm sure the work that the EC does has to weigh in very heavily in our favor when we compete with other towns. How many towns have a group like you guys?
That's very true.
Probably no, but now your day job, you are a science teacher.
I'm a science teacher at Colonia High School,
All right.
yes, have been for 33 years.
Okay.
Yes, I teach environmental science and biology, and I love it. I'm also advisor for the Ecology Club, and we have a greenhouse at Colonia High School. We grow vegetables there that we donate to a local food pantry. So try to get the kids involved in community efforts as well.
That's great. They have community service, grow the stuff, and then bring it to the food pantries. That's excellent. That's excellent.
Great stuff. All right, let's go
All right,
plant
let's
the
go
tree.
plant the tree.
Awesome. Let's do it.
We're here now. Mr. Viteri to my far left. He is a teacher at John F. Kennedy High School, and I understand that we just appointed you to the Environmental Commission. All right, very good, very good. We have Carolyn Ehrlich, Chief of Staff, former Councilwoman. We have current Councilwoman Sharon McAuliffe, one of the members of the Environmental Commission, Kyle Morgan, Chantal Greffer, the other member and longtime former president of the Environmental Chairman, I should say, of the Environmental Commission, Councilman Vera Patel, and we have our two youngest tree planters, Penelope and Adeline. Let's hear for Penelope and Adeline.
Yay!
All right, so first I'm going to present to Kyle to Chantel this proclamation, basically congratulating you for everything you do and recognizing Earth Day and Arbor Day in Woodbridge Township. So you can hold that up. All right. Let's wait for the pictures. All right, now here's what you girls are going to do. You're going to be the first ones to plant. Okay? So why don't you walk over here with me.
The little one doesn't look too happy.
Come on this way.
She's nervous.
Hold my
She's
hand.
a little scared.
Walk over here. Now you stand right there. Right there, okay?
Come closer.
And here, you take a little bit of dirt. Take a little bit. You take a little bit, Adeline. All right. Go ahead, scoop it up. That's perfect. Good job. Okay. Now go over and put it in. Yay! Okay, now you do the same thing. One-handed. One-handed. All right. Okay, what we have here is not the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. This is actually, I'll let you explain, 500-year-old piece of a tree. Go ahead, Tommy.
Absolutely, Mayor. So a 500-year-old Salem oak had finally fallen. The roots were cut off and salvaged. We were one of the recipients of this historical tree that outlives all of us for sure, and we now get to have it here in Grace Town Hall.
So how did we become one of the recipients?
So we actually applied to be one of the recipients, and because of all the great work that we do for the environment, we were awarded one of these awesome series.
So how did you know to apply for us?
Thanks to Audrey in the recycling department. She let us know that this was actually out there for us to apply for, and we got it.
Wow, that's really cool. So you guys understand what's going on here, Mr. Viteri? You explained to the kids?
Yes, for a tree to live to 500 years, I mean, it's had to be here since the Industrial Revolution to live through all the different changes,
that's older than
the fires.
America.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Huh? So really cool.
Isn't it? It's older than America, right?
It's old.
Yeah, we were born in 1776. This is older than that.
Before
right?
George Washington tree. That's it.
No, it's before him. It's way before him.
Way before him.
This is the 1500s, for crying out loud. Yeah. Wow, how do they know? Well, they know.
The second oldest tree in New Jersey when it fell.
Wow. Oh, wow.
That's yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. It's bad that it fell.
But we got it.
Did it fall in a storm?
I don't know actually how it fell, Mayor, to be honest with you, but we were the recipient of it. Was the 14th oldest in the country and the second oldest in the
Wow, 14th in the country? That's
really cool.
Yeah.
Now it's here in Woodbridge. All right, so who's going to plant this sucker?
Tom Flynn's going to plant.
Oh, go ahead, man. Be careful. You guys just witnessed history here. How cool is that? All right. Thank you, everybody, for making this a really fun, really cool Earth Day. This is a great day.